Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video we're going to do a review on this 1970 Buick GS Stage 1 made in a 1/18 scale by ERTL American Muscle. So stay with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't subscribed yet. Give me your thumbs up and share this video, and click the bell for news. So let's unbox this car and take a better look at it right now. The 1970 Buick GS Stage 1 was almost like the 1970 Buick GSX I've shown in a previous video, with an exception that the Buick GS was made in several different colors and the Buick GSX was made in white and yellow only. The basic difference between the Buick GS and the Buick GSX: Buick GSX had racing stripes on the hood and on the sides, and also a spoiler and a deck lid that was not available for this car, was only an optional. Besides, GS didn't have the hood tack that was available only for the GSX. There are some models of Buick GS that have that hood tack and the rear spoiler, sometimes just one of these items, but these cars did not come with this option. This model car, made by ERTL, is very well made with a very good quality painting, and it's got some more details compared to that GSX I've shown before, such as the trim and the rocker panels that were painted in this car. They were painted silver. In the other car, it was just left body color. In the other car, they were just left body color. Those trims around the wheel wells were not painted in this car, just like the trims around the window openings and around the windshield and the rear window. But this is something that can be done easily, and I can show that with the different Buick I have in my collection. The car has got the functional air scoops in the engine. And it's a Stage 1. You can tell it's a Stage 1 because it's got a logo right below the GS and the front fender. That's a difference between the Buick GS and the Buick GSX. Since the Buick GSX, you could only know it's a Stage 1 when you open the hood. And the Buick GS Stage 1, you can notice that by the logos on the front fenders and the logo on the grille. This model car, made by ERTL, has a very good quality painting, very good chrome quality. White interior that was painted for this version. It was not made in black plastic just like the other one. The dual exhaust tips were also painted aluminum, and very good quality paint and very good quality chrome, very good quality trims, very nice wheels and tires, and wheels were the 5-spoke mag wheels that were used for the Buick GSX. Very realistic tail lights and very good quality in general. In front of a Buick GS, that's very aggressive. It's just a little different from the Buick GSX. The basic difference is it's got a different logo. Instead of having a GSX, it's got a GS, but this logo identifies that this car has got a Stage 1 pack right there on the grille. In the case of this model car, the grille was painted black, the way the mash should be. It also doesn't have the black paint in here that would be original from the Buick GS and GSX. And the headlights bezels are made in chrome instead of being made in body color. The Buick GS also didn't have the hood tack. This car has got fog lights, or yellow lenses instead of just white lenses. The headlights have a pretty good realism, as well as the directional lights. They're made in a bumper, just like the ones in the Buick GSX. The mirrors are in good proportion. The trim around the windshield was not painted chrome. This is also some sort of detail that can be made with no problem with a chrome pen, with a Sharpie or something like it. The chrome painting have a very good quality. We have the functional hood scoops. Same 455 engine we had in the Buick GSX with the Stage 1 option, and a ram air in the engine with those two functional hood scoops. The engine bay is also very well made, very good detail. Stage 1 had these chrome valve covers. The engine bay is all made in black. We have brake master cylinder that was made in black in the firewall. It was not detailed with painting. Perhaps it should be aluminum and golden. The front panel, that's body color. The radiator shroud, that's made in black plastic. We have no cables and wires and no hoses, but in general, this engine bay looks very good. Radiator has some very good detail, and the grille, that's just a mesh. Buick GS interior, that's just a little different from the Buick GSX. In the case of this car, it's got a wood trim pattern around the gauges. It's got a Hurst shifter. Those white seats look a little bit more realistic than those black seats from the other car, since the other car had those seats with rather a plastic pattern. They were a little bit too shiny. These ones look a little bit more like leather or vinyl. Their panels are the same of the seats, and the seats do not tilt. The interior is quite well made with a very simple hinge. It doesn't have a headliner. It's very simple. The rear end for a 1970, which I think is fantastic. I think this rear end looks very nice. It's got the GS logo right there on the deck lid. The deck lid unfortunately does not open for those versions, just cast in metal, but very well cast. The rear window has a very good transparency. The tail lights look very realistic, and the Buick trim between the tail lights with a license plate dual exhaust with the exhaust tips made in steel color instead of made in black like it happened to the GSX I've shown before. These ones look much more realistic. The Buick undercarriage with a very good quality that ERTL usually makes for their 1/18 scale models. This car is no exception. This is a body on frame, so we can see the frame with its structure, the floor, tranny, engine, the exhaust manifolds, and the exhaust pipes. They were all made in metal color and aluminum color, so they look much more realistic than those ones that we've seen in the Buick GSX that were all black. The tank is still made in black. Suspensions are fixed. They do not have any spring systems, any coil springs, anything like that, but they still look very realistic. The front wheel steer, the wheels and tires look great. I really like those mags, and the car in general looks very well made. I would also like to show you in this video some differences between the 1971 to 1970 Buick GSX. This is a 1971 Buick GSX, not the one I've shown before, but one I've talked about in the video of that 1971 I've shown before. This one was damaged in the paint on the driver's door and on the hood. Since this car was used for a hood swap with that 1971 that had a damaged hood, and this one had a perfect hood at the time, but now this car had this hood repaired, and I intend to show you a video in which I've done those repairs, so I can show you as an option for repairing the car, painting without having to paint the whole car. It's not perfect, but sometimes it solves the problem, and it's an option you have. I still have to work on those golden stripes on the driver's door, but I've made a new mirror for this car. I didn't have a mirror in the driver's door. It was just a base of a mirror. The other part of the mirror was completely made by hand, and the painting was repaired. And I've also done some detailing on this car by painting the chrome trim around the wheel wells, on the rocker panels, around the window openings, the rear window, and the windshield, so I could get to see how it would look like with all those items made in this car. I intend to do this further detailing on some other model cars, but in a better way than I did to this one. I've done this with a silver pen, and the result was pretty good. Was not the best one, but it's much better than it used to be without all these details. Ranking this car from 0 to 10, I would give it a 9. I think it's a fair grade. It deserves this grade since it's got a very good quality painting, very good chrome, very good detail. It's not the most detailed model car I've ever seen, but it's according to its proposal, to its intent. Since it's an older car, it's an older model car, it's back from the 90s, and it still has a very good quality chrome. Chromes are very well preserved. The painting is very well preserved. There are no chips, no rashes, no defects at all. Things that might look like defects in the images are basically reflexes. There are some details that could have been made, but those are easy to make, and we already have more details than we had in the Buick GSX I've shown before. Anyway, it's a very nice model car and very well made, and the car itself is also very attractive. So I'd like to thank you for all likes and views, for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't subscribed yet, and check your subscription. Give me a thumbs up, share this video, that helps the channel a lot, and don't forget to write down your comments what you think about the video and about the car. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.